Hey everyone, Vintage Vinny here, and welcome to a new segment I like to call Cooking with Vinny. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you all how to make a pasta salad recipe. We call them Asian noodles here because there's a vast array of like soy sauce and sesame oil, things like that. And to keep a long story short, my mom's been cooking this for probably about a decade or so. It was Easter, and she wanted to make something rather unique. So she just threw together a bunch of soy sauce and sesame oil, sesame seeds and such. Just something like kind of, you throw together what you have in the spice cabinet. So she did it, and I've been hooked ever since. So I'm going to show you all how to make it. Like I said, it's a very easy recipe. Anybody can do it. So I'm going to show you all the things that you need in order to make this recipe. So obviously you're going to need some pasta, so you can get any brand of spaghetti. What I do is I will take it on the edge of the counter and bend the box so the pasta breaks in half, so that way you have more, to eat. So of course you're going to need the pasta. Spices and other ingredients you're going to need are soy sauce. Kikkoman brand is actually the best and has really good flavor. Sesame seed oil. Now there are actually two oils you can use for this recipe. You can use the regular sesame seed oil, or you can use a chili oil that they make. Both are equally as good. Some spices you're going to need for this recipe are onion powder, garlic powder, and we use smoked ghost chilies here in our house. You don't add a bunch of these because you know how ghost peppers are. They're very, very spicy. So you do a little twist of the grinder and it just puts out a little bit. So that way it just adds a little bit of a heat flavor but doesn't overwhelm your mouth when you eat it. So while we wait for the water to boil, let's go ahead and make the sauce for the noodles. So you want about 1 cup of soy sauce. If you are making more than that, obviously double the recipe here. So now that we have our 1 cup of soy sauce, we're going to go ahead and add in some garlic powder. That is not focused. Ooh, I didn't realize that was missing the... So you don't want to add too much in at one time, but you want to add enough to where it's going to enhance the flavor. So we added that in. Now we can go ahead and add in the onion powder. Now with the smoked ghost chilies, you only want to do maybe not even a 360-degree turn. So take off the cap, gently, if I can. So that's about what you would need because you want it to mix in and enhance the flavor. See if that'll show you guys. Perfect. And the last thing you want to add into this, if you really like the sesame seed flavor, is the sesame oil. Add just a little bit in there. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and give it a stir here just to mix it all up and such. I may add a little bit more garlic powder and a little bit more onion powder just to enhance the flavor. Boom, baby, that water's boiling. Now let's go ahead and add the pasta in. So forgive the steam. Just make sure that you turn the pasta a lot so it doesn't stick to the pan here. Make sure you add olive oil in there as well. And then you can let it sit for a few minutes. If you like it al dente, of course, take it out sooner. But of course, we like it soft here. Okay, so we have the pasta in the bowl here. We're gonna go ahead and pour in the mixture of soy sauce, ghost pepper chilies, onion powder, and garlic powder. You pour all that in there. I'm also going to add in a little bit of extra sesame oil for flavor on top of the noodles. So hold on one second. So remember the sesame seeds that we ground up? We're gonna go ahead and add them in here too. May have to take a spoon here to get the rest of it out. Seems like we're getting the vast majority out of the mortar. Hold on one second, folks. So I'm basically just mixing up the noodles in with the sauce combination just to make sure all of it gets a little bit of flavor. Of course, there's another step that I will take once I get the final touches on here. All right, so I didn't use all of the toasted sesame seeds in the mortar and pestle. I actually made some extra to enhance the flavor of the noodles. And just mix them in and just adds a really good texture to the noodles themselves. So now that we have cooked everything that we needed to, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to put the lid on this. I'm gonna flip it around a little bit just so that all of the sauce gets absorbed into the pasta, and this should be done by tonight, and I will show you all the final outcome. Alrighty, so this is what the final product should look like. These have been sitting for probably a good 3-4 hours. And it looks like a lot of the soy sauce, sesame oil, and other spices I added have absorbed into the pasta. So let's go ahead and give it a taste. I'm gonna get a little bit on the fork here. All right, cheers. So good. So I hope you enjoyed this quick little tutorial. Let me know down below if you made it and what you think of it. I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching.